For today's video, we're going to be talking about what constitutes a character as a point character as opposed to any other position on the team. Technically, yes, you could run any character on point, sure, especially with the new assist. However, there's a reason you see, Bardock, Kid Buu, Base Vegeta, Teen Gohan. There's a reason you see these characters on point position as opposed to other spots for the most part. Some of them can also double as an anchor or mid. That's just how flexible they are. But not every character has that luxury. So I'm going to try to give you some insight as to why you see these characters more in this position as opposed to that position. Alright, well, let's get down to it. For today's teams, for the example, I brought out point Base Vegeta and point Zamasu. Just a quick rundown that's not really going into detail, which I will do after this. What you want to look for in a point character is how good is my mix? How much better is my mix backed by a team that complements me? How much damage can I do? How much meter can I gain? Those are just some of the things you want to look at, and then you look more into detail like, oh, how well can they help me confirm off a super random stray hit early in a super awkward situation? How good is my super into their super, right? Some people are probably going to bring up, well, Cloud, what about your point character's neutral? Well, here's the great thing about running a point character is that even if your point character's neutral themselves is not that good, you have assist to fill that gap, right? You have assist to help you out in the neutral. That's why running a point character, you don't have to worry too much about how good your point character's neutral is, because you have a team backing you. The reason I have these two for the example is that I feel that they help me show you guys and girls that are watching how much better they can be if they have a team backing them, like the doors that are open for them, the mix-ups that they can get. For example, this mix-up that everybody loves to block from Base Vegeta, the 50-50. Am I going to go high? Am I going to go low? What am I going to do? I don't even know what I'm going to do. That's a great example of how a team backing Vegeta makes him more of a threat than he already is. I'm not making this video for the purpose of drowning you with like multiple mix-up examples and all this stuff. I just want to give you a general idea, and here's the general idea of how DT complements Base Vegeta really well. Allows him to get mid-screen loops, right? It's pretty strong, and the reason why this is so strong is, one, you don't have to waste a resource like Vanish to get the corner back, right? If your back's to the wall. 2, you retain meter build, and 3, you still end up in the corner anyway. You can end it at level 3, you can end it however you want. Yes, every character can utilize GT's assist, but as I just showed you, Base Vegeta reaps massive rewards from it. There's other characters that reap the rewards better than some of the cast, sure, that's just how it is. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with Zamasu, right? I'm gonna show you one mix-up, one assist, just to give you a general idea of how this team can really help out Zamasu in terms of getting the hit and optimizing the damage after you get the hit. Here's a mix-up with Zamasu that leads to either a tick throw or you can go low and make them explode. So here you can delay and go for the tick throw, or you can go for 2M, right? And the reason why that's so powerful is that your opponent has to make a decision. Well, am I going to attempt to jump out? Or am I going to take the risk, sit here and try to block the 2M? If you take the throw, you spark, I don't know Zamasu's optimal combos. I don't know if you can still kill off a tick throw. I'm not a Zamasu player, sorry. But yeah, I know you can still squeeze out a bunch of damage, especially if you have another assist backing you like Yamcha. But if you get the 2M, I can guarantee you that that character will die. Now here's a quick combo extension that Zamasu gets if he has the right assist. I'm sure with the new season here, there's plenty of other characters that can do this for him, but I just picked Yamcha. So yeah, you get this super, right? This is unoptimal. I don't know the optimal version. You get the Dragon Rush, super. With that version, you get 1200 damage, I believe. Now to put that into perspective, supers average around 750, 800 damage at level 1. So during that super, we're into Dragon Rush until whatever, blah blah blah. It gave me 1200 roughly. Unoptimal, by the way. An optimal version of that combo, I don't know how much it'll net you. I'm just spitballing, maybe 1400. Don't come at me, Zamasu mains. I'm just the one man making an example video. Another luxury of running a point character is you don't have to think too hard of who you want on point, since a lot of characters work, especially because assists fill the gaps that they fail in. However, when it comes to making like an anchor character, then you really have to think like, can my character make the comeback? There's a great video by the Kill Sage You guys should go check it out. He basically gives a rundown of what you want to look for in an anchor character. Another thing I want to mention is, and I brought up earlier, you know, those stray random hits, right? Like, let's say you're in a giant scramble and then you super dash in the end. You know, it helps to have an assist that gives you an easy conversion, right? GT, Yamcha. There's some characters like Kid Buu, for example. His assist is not really something you want there in scramble situation, as it's hard to confirm into if you get that really straight hit. So it does help to have an assist that leads you to an easy extension in the scramble, because once you get that hit, you know, once you knock him down, once you get the corner, you can really start steamrolling your opponent. So a point character is basically the character that gives you the momentum to steamroll your opponent, the one that has all the whole domino effect that gets the ball rolling. I can't stress this next part enough. For some reason, people feel that their point character has to stay on point and die instead of them getting their point out, right? No, keep your point character alive. If your point character is at, let's say, I don't know, like 40% health and they have 30% blue life, get them out. Don't leave them on point to die. Your point character is still useful, even not on point. Crazy concept, I know. What? You mean I could use them in another spot besides my first spot? That's crazy. Yes, a full team is better than 2/3 of a team. All right, a half dead teammate is better than a dead teammate. Okay, please get your point character out. All right, super into another super if you get the hit. It doesn't matter if it's a level 1 into a level 1. The point is you kept your character alive. Now you have another assist to use. I shouldn't have to put this in this video, but I'm doing it for those people that leave their point character in to die even after they get a hit. Please stop. You're giving me gray hairs. You're stressing yourself out hard. You're stressing your team out harder than you should. Those games that you could have won, you now lost because you let your point character die instead of getting them out when you had the opportunity and still keeping it a 3-on-3 match or a 3-on-2 match. Please, get your point character out. It's a crazy concept, I know, but preserving your team is incredible. Okay, so that concludes my thoughts on what constitutes a point character for this video. You can disagree, it's fine. If you agree, that's great too. But now that we're at character select screen, I'm going to give you my opinion who I think can be a point character. And the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of people ask me in my stream, hey Cloud, hey Cloud, hey Cloud, hey Cloud 809, what character is blah 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 blah. Well, here it is, my opinion on characters that I think you can and maybe should put on point. Okay, so let's start with Gogeta, Krillin. Frieza can be point or anchor. Kid Buu could be anywhere. Captain Ginyu, Nappa, base Vegeta, DBS Broly, he can be anywhere for the most part. Janemba, Cooler, 21, 18, Sal, Blue Goku, Bardock of course, 17, Videl, Vegito, Blue Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Majin Buu, Beerus, Hit, Zamasu, Jiren, and Kefla. Now, just because I'm saying these characters should be on point, doesn't mean that they're the only characters that could be on point. Like, if you want to put Broly on point, go ahead, be my guest. You do whatever you want in the end. It's season 3, there's more room for opportunity for a character, but this is just my opinion on what characters I think fit the point bill better than the ones that I didn't name. Alright, you can put Gotenks on point, even though I think he's a better anchor, you can put him on point. You can put Team Gohan on anchor, even though I think he's better as point. So in the end, you can form your own opinion, but these are just my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. You know, wash your hands, cover your mouth, all that stuff. You know, hit that sub, like button. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I don't know what it'll be. I'm still, you know, remaking some videos I had before that I lost when my computer issues happened. But we're getting there. I'm catching up on the queue. But y'all have a good day, alright? Take it easy. Bye-bye.